Hey, what's up everybody? Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all. Looking like I might have shown up just for the end of the action here. Prices popping to the upside here on NQ. Oil's dumping down. We have some news. Sources say chances for reaching a partial deal over the next 48 hours are slim, but Iran mediators make final effort for a 45-day ceasefire. And before that, Iran's parliament speaking what size of global oil, LNG, wheat, rice, fertilizer shipments transit the Bab el Mandeb Strait. So we got some interesting news going on at the moment. It's a little crazy. What can I say? We did push up price here. What, about 130 points so far. I kind of have 24,400 in my sights here. Maybe 350 at the most, or at the minimum. But we have a naked point of control up there at 24,400. So we'll be looking for some sort of a deeper pullback, maybe to previous day high or value area high here, and see if we can't find a better entry. Hey, welcome everybody. We have 9 people in YouTube and 18 in X. Wow, that's quite the showing in X tonight, guys. Welcome, welcome. So we do have some orders on the book below here, 24,287, 24,275, and then some to the upside. What is this here? 24,320 and 24,350 are the notable levels. But yeah, like I'm saying here, I could definitely see us heading towards 24,400 or 24,400. We have a naked point of control back from, what is this here? March 25th. Hey, Sharpie, what's up? 307 holds. I'm looking for 397 TP. Nice, yeah. We have a naked point of control up there. What I've been looking at here too. Looks like some orders popped off there at 24,286. Try to be patient, look for a place to enter here. Oil did hit a low of 110, and now it's bounced up a whole dollar. So, hey, there's Carr. What's up? Just caught 406 pips in gold. Wow. Killer move, bro. Holy. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got going on with gold today? Oh, wow. Very nice. It's a big move. 33 points? Wow. If you got 406. So you've been holding it for a minute then, hey? Wow. Beautiful. Lots of movement today. Keeping an eye here on oil to see where you know, the bounce kind of builds some resistance here. I haven't been trading gold lately at all. Now I'm trying to lose the money because I have to make 1,800 and I made 30. Oh shit! So you blew your consistency out of the water. Weird. For some reason, my just wanted to get a fireplace going. For some reason I was logged out. So what's up? Good evening. How you doing? Yeah, car. Earlier in the week, I wasn't that bad, but I made 1650, and my 50% was 1500. My consistency score. So I had to lose, three. Or like I had to lose a bunch of trades to get us down like about $100 to get it back to a reasonable consistency. So now you made 4K. That always happens, right? When you try to lose it, you're gonna win. There we go. We got the fireplace warmed up here. We're ready to go, guys. Gold is pissing me off. It's doing exactly the opposite of what you want it to do. Made you too much money. That's a problem that we can all get used to, right? Hey Tim, how you doing? Good evening, sir. I took one trade earlier, guys. Let's see here. I took a long in earlier, and I made 369 here in this take profit trader account. I did take a loss the other day on it, so I got it back to break even. I'm up back to 50,054 on that guy. Miss K99, good evening. What's up? So we are getting a bit more of a pullback here on the NQ. Oil's bouncing a bit here. I would like to see us pull back to previous day high here or value area high. I'll be waiting for something in this area. Quite often when we have multiple bullish fair value gaps, it's kind of better to target the second or the third bullish fair value gap for the pullback. And then I have a naked point of control above here, 24,400. So we could definitely trade into the 50s and potentially the 400s here if everything works out here. So we're pulling back to some orders on the book right now. It looks like they just gobbled a few at 289, 290 area. What's a 75 lining up with here? 75 sort of in the bottom of this gap. And the 9 EMA. Seems like we had one pullback all the way back to the 21 so far and found some support there. What do I got in the Lucid crate? You mean for giveaways? I'm out. I gave the last two accounts that I had that last trading session there where you're giving quite the donations. Oh. Are you talking about the crate? I just opened it right now. I just opened it up. So. What the heck is this? Objective complete. Or a farm. Claim reward. Yeah, I just saw that. It gave me 40% off my first 5 evals, and then 35% off all direct plans, 30% off all direct plans. Interesting. Okay, well, hey, look at that. We're back to previous day low here, or previous day high. You got the same one. Nice. I was like hoping that I wanted to check to see if I had some more potential giveaways, but I'm almost to the next tier of giveaways for affiliate sales. So we'll have to see how that goes. You guys got the same one? Nice. That's pretty sweet that they're doing. That was kind of like cool. Like a crate drops and then it like opens and it's all like, woo. Well, where's this pullback going to end here? Oil's finally looks like it's finding some resistance, but who knows, right? I guess we'll be waiting hopefully for value area high here, 24,250. Trump posted Arc de Trump picture and it started dumping. Really? I didn't see that. Where did you see that post? Was it on his in a True Social post or something, Jerry? Will this take away affiliate money if discounts are auto applied? It's a good question. Maybe. I don't know if you would be able to use my discount code for those discounts. You're welcome to try it if you are going to buy one. Might still be able to get the same discount, but you know, if I were to buy some, I can't use my own code. So, hey, Lilish Borker, good morning to you, sir. Oh yeah, on True Social. Yeah, I know. Maybe I was thinking. I think you're the one that recently just signed up just for that reason, to watch for Trump posts. just sign up on True Social and just follow Trump, and that's it. Just wait for him to drop some truths. I went golfing. Hey guys, today. Let's see here. Yeah. So we're coming down to value area high here, guys. 24,250 area. All right. Well, I'm in a long here. I bought it at the previous day high, but I had to switch over to NQ because it's not under the right trading view chart here. Might be pulling back past my entry here. I didn't really have time to get my stop in there because I was switching charts here. Might end up being a loser, maybe. We'll see. Give it a sec here. How to lose? You can always do the buy market, sell market, or buy market, sell ask. Also caught the spike up from True Social, but it was short. I lost 50 points and then long gained 50, therefore no gain. Gotcha. Well, I'm hoping we're going to get a bounce in this area here. Got orders at 250, but then some below that also. I might have been a little early on this entry, actually. I was up around 180 or almost 200 there, but I was too busy changing over the chart and missed my opportunity to put a stop in there. $240 is a possible good support. Yeah, I don't know if I really want to hold on to it that long, though. I kind of got a pretty early entry here. Let's see if we can't get a stop in here and just be patient here for reposition. I mean, this might bounce, but feels a little risky at the moment. Hopefully these buyers are still here. Just a little bit, guys. Just a little. You know, 10 points up or so. Being going with two positions all night and losing, going down at one and win. Go figure. Yeah, right. Sort of kind of holding value area high here at the moment. Come on, boys. Let's get a bounce here. Let's go. No, not like that. More of a bounce. Come on. Ross doing pretty good. Thanks, Tim. I just fed him dinner not that long ago. And now he's just napping over there, it looks like, at the moment. What are we going to do here, guys? What are we going to do? Come on. We do have those orders down at 250, though. Looking like they want to go down there. Maybe we got some hidden buyers, maybe iceberg buyer here at 50 to 55. That'd be nice if they keep holding this up. But the longer I'm in this trade here, the more I'm getting concerned that we're going to be moving lower, unfortunately. Yeah. Some more orders seem to come on below us there, 48 or so. Ooh, I don't really like that closure, though. It's a tough one. Hopefully we can get it bounced back up to 275. Facile Crypto, hey, what's up? How you doing? You gonna call the buyers for me, Car? Thank you, appreciate that. Please do. Get them to load in single file with lots of big orders here, just one after another. Market this thing back up. I mean, I don't see any reason for us to be going short here, that's for sure. But it's kind of a matter of how far is this pullback going to be? And is it going to erase it all? I hope not. I guess I should at least put a stop in here, though. Come on, buyers, let's go. Be nice if we could take the 69.70 level. That was we found some resistance there. We did have a buyer ball there show up, 52 contracts at 56. If we can get above 63 and to 70 area, I'll probably bring my stop sort of right down to the 50 level here, just below the low, 48. 40, maybe 44. We need a little bit more momentum here though, buyers. Let's go. So Tim, when you're saying two positions, you mean like two contracts? Hey, we got 63 people watching right now, 30 in YouTube and 34 in X, like, which is pretty insane. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Not used to having that many people watching on X, that's for sure. Don't do it. We're in trouble here, guys. Yeah, we're in trouble here. Yeah. There we go. We're out. So back to break even on this account. I was up 380. So took a pretty large loss there, 405. So I'm down $40 now on this account. That's too bad. We can take another stab here down at possibly at 225, although we'll have to see how this works out. Thanks, Drew69. Hey, Split Striker. No, you didn't bring bad luck. It's just, you know, I took an attempt at a fair value gap long, and I could have locked in like $160, $180 winner, but I was a little too slow. I was actually loading up the chart on the stream and then missed my opportunity, but it's all good. Can't win them all, right? Should have waited for the 5-minute close. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. If 240 holds, it's good support. That's true. Looking at some orders here, we do have some at 33, some at 25, some at 14, and some at 200 below. So I think you can win it all, but you giving the market a chance. If only it was that easy, right? $61.8 is 239. Well, we really need gold to roll over a bit, or oil, sorry, and oil looks like it's trying to push up here. 24,224. We do have some more orders there. Now I'm starting to wonder when this pullback's going to end here, guys. Let's throw in a VWAP here. VWAP's way down there with the 200 EMA. Oil's bear flagging? Yeah, could be. Could be. There we go. NQ's pushing back a little bit further here. So I wanted to take another attempt at a long here. Could. I think I'm going to wait for a little more sign of recovery here rather than just entering in. You got to do taxes tonight. Deadline is the 15th of this month. Yeah, that's true. I gotta get work finished my taxes too. I've kind of already put together all the paperwork, like all the receipts and everything for the most part, but still have some stuff to collect. But I should probably get on that too soon. Just ain't right. We do have a nice 15-minute fair value gap here. Well, you can kind of, if you look at the session volume profile here, that kind of gives you some sort of an indication of who's a seller or buyer by the red and the green. So if there's 290, it doesn't really give you an exact number though. But you can kind of see if there's more green versus red, or if it looks like split. But there's really no way to know if it's a stop order or a limit order, unless it's just, I guess the other thing you can watch is if CVD is like dropping with the price, then sellers are mostly there. But yeah, there's no exact way to tell if it's sellers or buyers that I know of anyways. So we pulled back into value area high here a bit. Are we going to get a bounce here? Find a better song here. There we go. Slowly grinding up a tiny bit here. Maybe the sellers are just tricking us though at the moment. They're like, yeah, sure, take it for a little run. Take us for a little run. Orders up at 350, but they're kind of like they came off a bit there. There's currently 79 there. How many was there? Oh, it showed 60, 80, 88 there. And then it's dropped down to about 70, 79. Geez, if we would have just taken a short, hey? Yellow and orange areas. Yeah, you can't really tell. You know, it's just like if there's less orders, it's like a lighter color. If there's more orders, it's darker color. That's kind of the idea behind that there. Well, oil's bouncing here a bit more. NQ's rolling over here a bit more. What the heck, guys? So where is this going to end? Trump and his insider buddies market went down right after his stupid tweet. I can't stand this dude anymore. Right? It's a wild west out there with the stock market right now. It's a wild, wild west. I mean, I don't feel like the bulls are gone yet, but who knows, right? It's hard to say at this point. Just a matter of when are they going to attack again? When are the bulls coming back, guys? Maybe I'm being a little too biased here. Maybe that was just like a manipulation before we dump some more. Once they get inverted, like they remove it, right? So once the bullish fair value gaps get inverted, they get like removed. I mean, technically, you would mark them as an inverted fair value gap until they get broken the other direction. So, yeah. They're erased that whole move basically here, all the way back down to 24,010. I'm still showing green fair value gaps from 3 hours ago. Yeah, if the price hasn't crossed them, then they should still be there, right? Like this guy down here is still here from much earlier. Yeah, definitely. The darker the color, the more dense the orders for sure. And that's why there was some more on, and then they took some off, they took some more off, and now we're below 79 contracts up there at 24,350. On TradingView. Yeah, this is TradingView also, right? So depending on the time frame, whether or not, if you're on like a higher time frame or something, you can probably still see some here, possibly. No. Where was the start at? This was the start of the Asia session here. So we still have a bearish or a bullish fair value gap right here left from that one push up. So yes, quite often the fair value gaps are a draw on liquidity. So if you go like to the 15-minute, this is a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. So quite often price does want to tap back into those. But again, it's, hard to say we're going to do that right now. It doesn't always go back right away, right? But I mean, the way that we're looking right now, it's possible we could be heading that way for sure, because we did take previous day high and rejected, and now we're back below the value area high. So yeah, if we were to break this low here, 190 area, then I could definitely see us targeting 120 below. Yeah, sometimes they don't get filled. Getting a bit deeper of a pullback. No strat works as long as we have this fucktard as president, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's always that chance that something's going to happen. Yeah, I wonder if that call out list that he made or whatever, that group where you got to pay to get in, you can get the signals or something. I wonder if he's going to tell everybody a certain thing and then go against it. Make some more money, right? That big bullish fair value gap lines up with the Asia VWAP. Yeah, it does. We're like kind of at the top of the Asia VWAP, so it could definitely pull back to this level. I can see that happening. I mean, there's always a chance, right? Yeah, I was just feeling like, with this much momentum and volume to the upside, I just, typically when we get moves like this, we're going to get a little more continuation, but that could be the end, right? This is a pretty strong V rejection here. But you would think they're going to at least test, this 240 area before they move it lower. But again, you never know. He needs prison time. Yeah. Maybe after he's no longer the president, they'll go after him for some stuff, right? But I would be speculating to say that. Oh, you were 100 away from passing your eval? Damn. And then you tilted hard? Shit. Sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, market does not respect fair value gaps all the time. You're right. So since we've already shown that we're not really respecting them, maybe we aren't going to continue. We're going to continue to not respect them, right? So sometimes it is a good idea to watch to see how you get reactions out of the fair value gaps before your entry. That was kind of my mistake, I guess, earlier. Looking back, I probably shouldn't have attempted that long, sort of blindly out of that fair value gap. Should have waited for a recovery sort of reaction, right? That's a lot of red candles in a row, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 45 minutes down, guys. And that's basically how long we've been streaming here. So I've been using Bookmap for probably a good 6 or 8, probably about 8 months now. Yeah, roughly 8 months. So it was a nice dump, 9 red candles. And if somebody had a lot of time, yeah. Well, we did have five green candles up. So it's effective to spot iceberg orders. If so, do they pay off? You know what? I never paid the extra amount. You got to pay for that indicator, I think. So I don't have icebergs as an order option to show on Bookmap, unfortunately. Yes, sorry about that. I mostly just use it for orders and targets and direction for directional biases, right? You're in short at 209. Nice trade. There you go. You're going, you got like 10, 15, almost 10, 12 points already. TP 173. All right. Good luck on that. One of your levels obviously got taken, hey? They are blue candles. They're light blue and dark blue instead of green and red. Sorry, Tim. It's to reduce that sort of reaction to the emotional reaction to the candles. At least I heard that a long time ago, so I figured let's go with that color. And then it kind of sort of branded it that way for myself. My personal brand, I guess I should say. Hey, we got 80 people watching right now, 45 in YouTube and 37 in X, which that's pretty crazy for having X viewers. Appreciate that. That's awesome. I don't usually get so many X viewers. Considering I only have 44 followers. Ranga, you walked away for 45 minutes and we pump and dump? Yeah, I mean, we've been pulling back for 45 minutes. Yeah. right? We've been pulling back. Like, I feel like we should be looking for a little bit of a bounce to potentially jump in short here, but I mean, we have all these bearish fair value gaps above now, these red ones here. But I would like to see us almost get up to, if we get up to value area high, find some resistance and start turning around, then we could definitely target, you know, the point of control and the overnight VWAP. But first things first is ideally we can get a bounce, you know, maybe up to the 30s, to the 40s, and then find some resistance in that area and roll over. We did just get across on the EMAs there. The 9 and the 21 just crossed over. That doesn't necessarily mean too much. What time frame? This is a 5-minute on the chart right now. The good old 5-minute. Oh wow, guys, do you see that? What time is that? We just had some sort of a slap there, hey? We were all the way up at 210, and then we're instantly back down at like 195 or lower. Got a big chunk of negative CVD there. Bullish move? It can't. Wow, look at that bullish move. LOL, I can't anymore. Yeah. CVD, it's a cumulative volume delta, Rizzy. And that's this here, this number down on the bottom left of this on the book map here. And this just basically buyers and sellers. Wow, look at that, guys. Pretty nasty. Whew. Well, MES did the same. Gold just started ripping there. Price just ripped higher on gold. Hey, nice short there, Sharpie. YouTube, Paul. Oh shit, right? Yeah. We lost 185. Well, if it holds below. Yeah. Whew. What a nasty move there. Right into that fair value gap, tapped exactly on the 200 EMA there. Pretty high volume rejection. Hey, Zach, what's up, bro? You're short NQ from 24,300. Nice, bro. This is gonna be a big W. Big W's in the house. Well, after that, you're dead. You're done, Tim. Bedtime, hey. Yeah, that's a crazy short, Zach. Good job. Yeah, today was nice. Yeah, I went golfing today, so I definitely experienced the beautiful weather. Nice to have some early sunshine, hey? I don't really trade London. It's too late for me because I am up for market open New York session, right? No payouts this week, no. Hopefully I'll be getting one in the not too distant future. Nice recovery here, guys. Got two minis long here. Great, out there. Beautiful. 685 on that rebound there. Got two minis here at 66. Closed it at 83. So this account was in some drawdown from, I think I was down to 280 or something. I was down 280 and now I'm up 369 in this account. So, whoops. Depends, right? I'm trying to get through some take profit evals. So I usually trade minis on the evals, but I'll be trading micros on any funded account, or if I'm like really close to passing the eval, I usually scale down to micros just so I don't end up taking a bad trade and giving it all back, right? So, but yeah, so typically MNQ for funded accounts and or evals that are close to passing. And if it's, if they're fairly brand new, you have a little bit more flexibility on drawdown. So I'm like more interested in taking sort of a little more risk at first, right? Throwing on bigger size. So I got two accounts. They're in the green so far. One's up 575. The other one's up 369. I have two other accounts that I haven't taken any trades in. So why trade minis on take profits? Isn't it too risky, meaning bigger size? Yeah, I just want to get through these evals a little faster. I'm willing to risk a little bit more, right, to try to get through these guys. That way I'm risking, like about 500 per trade, give or take a little bit. Just trying to put on bigger size so that when those winners do come, like this one, it was 600 and whatever, 680, 685 or something, right? So I had taken one trade before with minis. I lost 280 in that account, and then I put on 685 in that last trade. So yeah. If it was a pro, I would be. If it was a pro account, I would be, 2, 3 micros tops. So, hey, Jeremy Booth, how are you doing? Thanks for dropping in. Hi to you also. So there you go, Tim. You're asking earlier about that 15-minute fair value gap, and yes, we did go there. Right? Good to hear, Jeremy. Yeah, like I practice risk management majority of all the time, right? With the majority of my accounts, but now that I kind of went through a little bit of a rough patch early start of the year. I was up at I think I had 11 funded accounts, and I pretty much blew mostly all of them in early January and February. Sort of had a little bit of a bad stretch that also kind of turned into a little bit of tilt. So I'm kind of just trying to get back to a few more funded accounts. So any of my funded accounts, I'll be trading relatively smaller size, right? Like if it's a really nice setup, I might go with like 4 micros or maybe 5 at the most, kind of idea. But especially on the first trade of these take profit trader accounts, I'll be going with larger size. So basically, so I don't know if you guys have experienced this before, but like when the new year came around, I was like so pumped. Like, yeah, this is going to be a killer year, right? I got 11 funded accounts. I mean, they weren't all brand new, but and then I just kind of went on a streak where a lot of like my trades just weren't working, right? Like it just seemed like no matter what I did, and then it kind of like sent me into a spiral. So then, like early January, I lost like 2-3 accounts, and then like I lost one later in the year or in January, and then early February I kind of did the same thing. So, and when you're copy trading too, right, that's part of the problem. Is I was copy trading, so like I was trading 5 take profit trader accounts, and I think it was like in early February I took a bad trade and I basically blew them all. So that's why I promised myself that I'm going to stick with small size, like 2, 3, maybe 4 micros. Like I said, maybe 5 at the most for any funded accounts. So yeah, top business and money. Yeah, definitely risk management is key. And it's pissed me off too because I had a lot of those accounts for like months. Like I had them for like 3 months kind of thing. So Zach, you're gonna add short here? I mean, you have the room to play with in your drawdown, so I can see why you do that. Yeah, so copy trading, while I was copy trading, I lost 5 accounts at once. So yeah, if and that's one thing I'm doing going forward is I'm gonna do only a maximum of 2 or 3 copy trade accounts at once. But again, so currently I have two Top One Futures accounts that are funded. I have one Lucid account that's funded. So I have three funded accounts right now, and I have 4 take profit trader evals that I'm working on to pass. So sort of focus on these evals, see if I can't get a couple of them passed. I don't know that I'll get them all because I'm using higher size, putting a little more risk on for those guys, and so I might end up getting caught in a bad trade, right? So yeah, 2 is a good number because you're not going to blow all your accounts at once, right? So oil's climbing and we'll put more pressure on NQES longs. Usually oil does the opposite of NQ, right? So when oil's going up, NQ is going to head down. So as we can kind of see by what oil was doing there, oil sort of found a bottom at the 110 level and bounced all the way up to 112. So $2 bounce. So we'll have to see how this ends up playing out here. Can't believe up tonight on my chart. I'm starting to channel Dennis Potvin. Oh, you're showing a channel? What? I'm confused. The hawk. Hey, Skeletor, no problem. I started trading. My introduction to charts was trading Canadian stocks, and that was back in like 2018. I started in Canadian stocks for a little while. I was doing pretty well. I made some money there, so I thought, well, let's go into the New York. Oh yeah, okay, that's what I thought you were talking about, a hockey player, but Dennis Potvin is a bro. So I was trading Canadian stocks. I did pretty well. I decided to go into the New York Stock Exchange, and I started trading some penny stocks after that. Sort of had some ups and downs, but mostly downs. As you guys know, if you're doing like Ross Cameron type trading, you can get beat up pretty fast, to say the least. So then after that, I figured, well, this is not very good. It's unless you have enough buying power and everything, it kind of doesn't really make sense. So I started looking into options. I traded options for a while. I was in Apple and Tesla long options or call options when we sort of had the COVID crash, and I ended up losing quite a bit of money on those. I had a contract of each, and I was like on the pullback thinking, oh yeah, this is no problem, it's just normal pullback, right? And then another day passed and we just went lower and lower and ended up having to sell those contracts for like $1. If you know anything about options, you basically, if it's still alive but it's worth nothing, you can still sell it for like $1, right? So anyways, I sold those off, and then I sort of took a break from trading, just learning and stuff. And then in 2024, the end of 2024, I started to get interested in doing momentum trading again, penny stocks, this and that. Was doing okay, and then recently, just after that, a friend of mine from high school, Randy Baines, you guys may have seen him on ASFX TV with Austin Silver, but Randy started trading futures, and I was like, well, what's futures? And he's like, yeah, and prop firms. I'm like, what's prop firms? I'm like, had no idea. So I started, I put some money in an IBKR account and started trading some futures. That was the February of 2025. And then April 2025, I got into futures with prop firms for the first time. So I hadn't touched any prop firm accounts before that. And then it took me about a month. I got my first payout with Top One Futures. And then, as time went on, sort of midway through the year, I started the YouTube channel, or started streaming more often on YouTube. And basically, I've been live now on YouTube for 8 months. And that kind of brings us to now. So Skeletor, I stopped trading options. Theta eats up gains. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it just makes sense to trade futures, especially with prop firms. You know, you don't have to risk as much as your own capital, right? Also, so been working on 100K eval, 6,000 is the target. We made 4,500 so far, hoping to pass today. Okay, well, hey, don't rush it. I wish you well, but don't try to force it, right? Just be patient for your good trades. I don't know what's going on, guys, but we got 91 people watching right now, 49 in YouTube, 51 in YouTube, and 42 in X. I mean, that's like, I only have 44 followers in X. So some reason we got so many people watching on X. And yeah, that's almost more than the followers that I have. So that's kind of interesting. Must be nobody else live on X right now. So thanks for watching it, guys. I would say hit the like and subscribe button, but you're on X, so it doesn't really work like that, right? Is there even a like button on X? Like, I don't even think there is there? But definitely feel free to put something in the chat, guys, if you're in X. Usually don't get many messages from people in the X chat there. You made 1,500 on day one of your Top Step combine, locking it out till tomorrow. Very nice, bro. Great trades. First trade after taking a week off. Okay. Hey, you know, sometimes taking those breaks are good. They're good, yeah. YouTube. How many trades do I take a day? Live trading London. I don't really put a cap on it. I don't necessarily have a maximum trades that I take. It just depends on the market. I usually try to spread out my trades over my accounts too. So like I said, I have, you know, I probably won't be trading any funded accounts tonight just because just trying to be a little bit conservative. So that takes away 3 accounts. So I have 4 accounts that I could trade tonight. So I probably take, you know, 1 to 3 trades possibly in each account at the most. I do try to keep the trades to a minimum, but you know, I'm just risk sinking. So just kind of like spreading it across the accounts. If I get green on the account, I'll probably leave it. Like for example, the account that I'm in here, I should actually change it up to one of the new accounts because I'm up in that account. So 2 of my 4 accounts are up. One's up 575, the other one's up 369, and then I have 2 more that are untraded. So I'll probably switch over to the untraded ones here and wait for our next opportunity here. But I am throwing a loop a little bit at the moment. Not really sure where the market's going to be going. At this point, we're kind of in a little bit of like no man's land, I would say, because like we pushed up really good. Now we erased all that move. Now we're kind of back into the middle of this choppy area where it wasn't really choppy, but it was slow moving price, right? So I would feel like if I'm going to be looking for a long, I might be looking for a long down at the fair value gap area here. So 122, maybe 140 area. But we'll have to wait for some sort of like, you know, if we can create a big wick like that, or, you know, start stalling out and going sideways for a while, maybe we can look at getting in a long. And then adversely, I think, you know, if we can get above, you know, 240 area, I don't see why we can't head higher also, right? I think we had a bunch of orders up at 300 before. Looks like they pulled a bunch of them off here, but there's still 42 contracts up at 300, 31 at 250. So, I mean, there's definitely some room to the upside. But like I said, we're kind of in this little area here where I'm kind of thinking it's a flip of a coin at the moment, right? You're taking a little long on gold with 1 micro on a personal account. Nice. I keep passing accounts, but below my funded want to give up now. Well, hey, if you're passing accounts, I mean, you're doing something right. So what you should probably do is, I don't know if you're risking a little too much, but maybe just size down, right? When you get into those funded accounts, if you can try to size down, you're going to take a lot of that emotional stuff out. So like, you know, go in with 1 or 2 micros, and then, you know, you have a lot more space to let it play. And if you end up losing, you know, 100 or 150 bucks, it's not the end of the world. Versus, you know, if you were going in with 5 micros, maybe it's going to be like a, you know, $300 loser, right? Which can eat it up. So so if you want that indicator for the fair value gaps there, Chris Lady, is if you go in here and you search is it Uncle Sam? Nephew Sam. Nephew. See here, FVG, and then it's by nephew _ Sam _. There's a 26.6K people use this guy. So it's just FVG, or you can search FVG/IFVG, and then just look for nephew Sam as the person who made the account there. Yeah. Hey, no problem. You're welcome. Well, the buyers waited till we got all the way back to the VWAP before they stepped in here. They bought up the bottom of this wick and the bottom of that wick, and then pushed us all the way back up sort of to this low here. Why, hey guys, we got 100 people watching right now. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Good to see y'all. We're back grinding. You know, Sunday night session here. We got 51 people in YouTube. We got 775 subscribers. Trying to grind our way up to 1,000. And we got 30 likes on the stream already. 29 likes. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. So I was lucky enough to go golfing today, guys. It's called Carnesi. It's a course in Port Coquitlam, which a lot of you guys probably won't know where that is. But I ended up shooting a 92, which is, you know, it's like 20 over par basically. But I was pretty happy with my gameplay overall because I haven't played in 2 years. So I was driving the ball like beautiful today. I just had a couple blow up holes because, you know, the short game touch was pretty rusty, right? So in a few times I kind of chipped it over the green and then chipped it back, and so I don't really have, you know, I don't know what my handicap is. You know, I'm happy if I shoot under 100. So to be like close to 90, I was pretty happy. I was like, I set the goal as to be try to do the course in under 100 shots on my first time back in two years, right? So I got a few pars, and then most of them were like bogeys or double bogey. I got a couple 3 over pars also. So I was my putter was working pretty good though. I hit like a maybe like a 12-foot putt, maybe a little bit longer. 12 to 15-foot putt. So NQ here trying to pop up some more. Damn, Gina. Lilish said, if you use YM NQ ES chart, if they form same candles, could act as confluence. Sometimes YM does not follow NQ and ES. Yeah, I totally agree. During the New York session, I typically watch MNQ, MES, and MYM. But since oil has really been the market driver lately, I've kind of, because I only use like a 3 chart layout for my trading view. As you can see, like right here, this is kind of what I use for my 3 chart setup. So because oil's been such a huge market driver lately, I've just kind of been ignoring YM lately. So I got oil in the middle chart, I got ES on my left chart, and I got NQ on the right chart. So but yeah, I agree. It's nice when they're going together, when you know, when YM is, you know, go in the same direction as NQ and ES, because quite often it does its own thing, right? And it has a more of an effect on ES than it does NQ, but it's nice to see when it's working with all all 3 indices are working together, right? Okay, well, I'm just gonna run a quick what's it called here, poll, and let's just see, what do you guys think? Are we gonna go higher or lower from here? All right, I just tossed out a poll there, guys. Higher or lower from here? Do you think we're gonna go higher, lower, or don't know? Totally anonymous, so don't worry about you don't, if you you don't, you know, no one's gonna know what you said, so don't be afraid to say I don't know if you're unsure. Higher until Tuesday, Rob Miller. Wow, yeah, I mean, that would be nice. Imagine we get up above 25,000 again. That would be pretty crazy. So we are climbing into a 15-minute bearish fair value gap here. 9.5 minutes left on this candle. Help me, Butcher. I made 17K now, but the target's 1,800 only. Well, I mean, I think isn't it an eval though, or is it a funded account? Is it an eval or is it a funded account? If it's a funded account, I think you should just keep it and just keep going with big size. Like, make your, if it's an instant, then yeah, just lock it up today and then just keep trading like 2-3 minis every trade, right? And see if you can't get that thing up to or is there any benefit to what's the max payout that you can get? Maybe it's like not really worth it, 20% consistency, I know, right? So 17 times 5 is what, 85K you'd have to make. So yeah, if it goes back to the Stone Age, I would say oil is gonna skyrocket, probably. Yes. I don't know how you got yourself into that position, Car, but I feel for you, bro. You got to lose like 15K somehow. I don't know how you did that, but too bad it wasn't a TPT Pro account, because you would have been like being able to take 15K out or something. Wondering if you can explain to me what is when the price entering a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. Okay. Typically these the higher time frame fair value gaps are going to be like pretty strong resistance. Although today we haven't really been respecting the fair value gaps. So obviously not all fair value gaps are going to get respected. So, but if your bias and your opinion or your analysis says that we're probably going to head lower from here, then you can take an entry, a short position inside the fair value gap. Basically, the rules I put for myself is if I take a trade, let's say I took a short here at 24,215, right? And this is a 15-minute candle, which is a 15-minute fair value gap. So if I were to go short here, but then say this candle ends up climbing and closes above, the top of the fair value gap, which is 24,222, then that would make it an inverted fair value gap, right? So if it's an inverted fair value gap, then basically it's the fair value gap has sort of been flipped. So in that case, I would be looking to exit the trade. And that's just kind of the rules that I set to myself. If I enter on a bearish fair value gap for a short and that fair value gap gets inverted by the price being bullish and going, closing above the fair value gap, I'll be looking for a retracement to my price to get out at relatively close to break even, and then reposition in a future trade. Now, obviously, what you want to do is sort of what's happening right here is price climbs in there. You can usually set your limit order about 50% of the fair value gap. Not financial advice, but because it doesn't always work, right? But in this case, let's just say you put your order at 215. Now you would have been about eight points in profit already off of this little retracement. Now, a lot of these fair value gap trades will give you a quick 10 points right away. So you could kind of like do a 10-point scalp and then be out sooner. But then at the same time, quite often you'll get a bigger move out of the fair value gaps. So usually I'm looking for bearish fair value gaps for continuations on the downside and bullish fair value gaps for continuations on the upside. So, oh, sorry guys. I've been, I have some little tickle in the sinus lately, so I don't know if I'm getting a little sinus cold here or what, but so we got 4 minutes left on this 15-minute candle here. Hey, whoa, 112 viewers, guys. We have 62 people in YouTube. Thanks, everybody. Welcome to the stream if you're new, and appreciate you guys being here. 776 subscribers, so we popped on about 2 subscribers today and 31 likes. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate that. But we're, with 60 people in the chat, I think we got a few more people that could throw some likes out there. Maybe, just maybe. If you do, I appreciate you guys. If you don't, it's all good. No worries, though. No worries. I just enjoying hanging out with you guys, but it does help the algorithm get me out to more people. But no pressure. No pressure. All right, so I'm about, what am I? 2 wins, 1 loss today so far. Relatively green because I'm up. 3 wins. 3 wins, 1 loss. So I'm up 369 here in my one account, which I just finished closing that $685 winner. And then the other account, I'm up 575. Yeah, sorry. So it was 3 and 2, or 3 and 1. 3 winners, 1 loser. Trading game, what's up? Hey, you're welcome, Skeletor. Yeah, you deserve live accounts if you can make those types of trades. 150K account from Tradeify. But your consistency is hooptied. So you guys, I don't know if you're going to try to lose some money in there or what. I think if you just go, you watch, you're going to go try to like lose money and then you're going to make money, right? Hey, Sam ST, what's up? Good evening. How you doing? How you doing? No, actually, I mostly trade on Lucid here, like Lucid Trading. I have a discount code with them, MBT, and then Top One Futures. So if you're looking for evaluations, I definitely recommend Lucid because they're like a one-time fee, right? These Lucid Flex are really good accounts, and it's a one-time fee. You can pass this one in two trading days. 50% consistency, so you can get it done in 2 days if you're bang on with your consistency. So, you fell asleep and woke up in profit. Time for bed. Yeah, Zach says, be careful, bro. Yeah. So, like I was saying, though, these Lucid accounts are one-time fee, no activation fee, and no subscription. So you can trade them as long as you want, as long as you keep them active. So that's the way to go. But if you're going straight to funded, I like the to go with Top One Futures. You can get these Ignite Instant Funded, which are really nice. Their 50K account is what I'm trading. And then they're about 50% off right now. So about $200 for a straight to funded Ignite account. So check out the rules on those guys. They're both awesome accounts, or companies, sorry. And 2 different good options. So like I was saying, if you want to go with an eval, Lucid's the way to go. If you want to go straight to funded, I would recommend Top One Futures. Those are the 2 companies that I use, and I have discount codes with them. But I don't have any discount codes with Take Profit Trader. I've applied a couple times, but I haven't got approved by them. So if you're confident and consistent, Lucid Pro is killer. Instant activation. Yeah, exactly. You can pass it on same day. It's a little bit more expensive. You can pass it in one go, but then the consistency is not quite as good. So once you pass the flex, right? If you go to the flex, you get the funded is no consistency. So you could, if you were in a flex account and then you did what Carr did there, made 17 grand in one trade, it doesn't screw your account. But like what Zach's saying there too is, the pro account is you can pass it in one day. And once you get to the funded, they only have, it's a 40% consistency. So it's pretty reasonable for that. And a profit target of 500. So once you get past the buffer, 2,100 plus 500, you can take a $500 payout if you wanted. Wow, popping up here even more. Did we invert that fair value gap or no? I don't think so. We just closed inside it. Hey, AG. Yes, Mr. Butcher in the house. Your record is passing in 12 minutes? Nice, man. Right? Just load up 2 minis, and make $3 grand. 1 sec, guys. I gotta blow my nose. Well, the bulls are here, guys. The bulls are here still. We just had to wait for this fair value gap to get tapped into again. So let's be patient here. Hopefully we'll get some more big green candles like we did earlier. You know, I'm currently undecided a little bit at the moment, AG. Let's take a look back at the 5-minute here. I mean, it looks like the bulls are back in play here, but you know, this could be sort of a lower high before we make a new low. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna try to be patient here, looking for some big momentum. Like, we're getting some pretty good momentum here on this candle. Not really enough to make me want to jump into a long right away here, because like I said, we could be coming up to a rejection point. We do have a 15-minute bearish fair value gap here, which we can keep an eye on. We also have one down here, which is potentially going to be inverted. So let's just leave this guy on here, because this candle isn't closed yet, so it doesn't mean that one's been inverted yet. And let's frame up this guy. So we got a little bit more space in this one right to there. Can't sleep, gold's going hard. Nice. I don't know if you guys can hear Frank barking right now. Somebody just drove by at the front of the property here, so. Space Pat. Hi, brother. Can you help understand how you read order flow? How I read order flow. Typically, you know, I'm looking at order flow basically for targets. Hey, he's a Great Pyrenees. He's like 150 pounds. So he's a big guy. Yeah, he's barking away right there. How I typically use order flow is basically, I watch the CVD on the book map here, as you can see, sort of this little circle here. So currently we have 5,000, almost 5,800 CVD, which means that the buyers have been, buying more than the sellers have been selling, basically, right? As you can see, obviously we're bullish, we're up, so we've climbed CVD. So the couple ways that I pay attention to order flow is where the orders are, right? So as in what targets, if I'm bullish, if I feel my bias is bullish and I'm looking to get trade into certain contracts above, I'll use that for a target. So for example, we have these 71 contracts here at 24,300. Now, if the price action tells us that, hey, we need to go long, then I'll be looking to, potentially target those orders up at 300. Adversely, if you keep an eye on the CVD, and like, for example, if CVD is climbing and, the price isn't going up, then, that could signal a potential reversal. So I'm just looking for like discrepancies in the CVD. So like if the CVD is doing something different than the price, basically, that could signal a reversal, or it could show, if we're just constantly climbing the CVD along with climbing on the price, it just means that, the buyers are strong and they're continually buying, right? So those are the two main ways that I'm looking at order flow. You can also look at your visible range volume profile, which is another good way to see where the majority of the orders are. So like currently we are in like price discovery from today's price action. So as you can see here, our current point of control on the price action since the market started on this, tonight's session, the point of control is 24,071. And then the low end, which would be the value area low, is right at 24,000. And then the high end, the value area high, is now at 24,201. So as long as we can stay above 201, that's, pretty much a bullish thing, saying that we're going to trade higher in the price action, right? Now, if we, so typically we're going to move from high volume nodes to high volume nodes, right? So if we were to come down to this area and break through, 24,150, I would think that we could move through this section pretty quickly back down to the point of control. But, it's hard to say. It's just, you got to use it with confluences, right? So the more confluences that you can add up, whether it's fair value gaps, VWAPs, trend lines, and, orders on the book map, combined with CVD. I know it seems a little complicated, but when everything lines up, it just shows pretty clearly, right? And currently, I'm not very clear at the moment, right? We're trading into a couple bearish fair value gaps here. Like this one stayed alive, so really a short up here at this fair value gap would have been money. Anyone use TradeEvade can help me understand why my gold chart candles look so messed up. Oh yeah, you're probably on the wrong contract, right? Gold should be MCGM 26. So it should look like this, and that's MGCM 26, 2026. Hey, no problem, Space Pat. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, no problem. Glad I could be of some help. So we got 66 people in YouTube and 50 people in X. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate you guys, as per usual. like a broken record when I say that. Put on a couple subscribers tonight and 37 likes. Thank you. What's the name of the indicator? Oh, the indicator on the chart? Are you talking about the fair value gap indicator? Or are you talking about the value areas? Or are you talking about the session volume profile on the left-hand side? Oh, hey, Skeletor. Yeah, so I work as a real estate agent is my main job. And then my side job right now is, I do trade Monday to Friday for market open, and then Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings for the Asia session. So the real estate market in Canada, British Columbia area is pretty hard right now. Prices are coming down on housing, so buyers are reluctant to buy. Sellers don't really want to sell because they don't want to take less money. So it's a bit of a complicated market right now. So I figured since I have a little bit more free time compared to when the market is busy, so I've been focusing a little bit more on trading. So, and you're welcome, Skeletor. The other window beside the chart which shows the order. Okay, that's Bookmap. And that's a complete different, you got to subscribe to that. It's roughly around $100 a month if you want that. So it's kind of like a level 2 when you can see all the orders that are on, on the book, for example, right? On the book. As you can see, we have these orders up here at 24,300. There's 75 contracts, so you got to pay for their platform. Oh, you're down to 5K? Nice. You took a big loss there, eh? Yeah, so it's you got to pay for their platform. I think it's about $40 a month. And then you got to buy data for the platform, and they have a bundle where you can get, NQES, the golds, and all the commodities all together in a bundle, and that brings it up to $90 or $100 US a month. So and it's definitely worth it if you're trading a lot using it, but at the same time there's often a lot of people live on YouTube that you can just see it, right? There is a channel also that you can go. You could keep up a different YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure they just run Bookmap 24/7 live, but I heard of that. I don't know where it is, but you meet more real estate agents working as a waiter or waitress these days. Yeah, right. Because it's hard right now to get a lot of deals, right? Like I said, the buyers are reluctant to buy because the price is going down, right? So they're hoping to wait a little longer for a better price. And then we got sellers that want, like the COVID high price, right? So they're like thinking, well, I can't sell right now. And, if they are listing, they're probably trying to list it higher than what the market value is right now. So there is some buyers and sellers, obviously. It's not completely dead, but it's nowhere near the activity that we had before. Single family homes are staying on the market 6 months lately, so it's pretty rough. Try becoming a dealer in Dubai. Yeah, is it even harder over there or what? Hey guys, I'll be right back in a minute. Sorry, I gotta take care of something real quick. My apologies. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Dubai real estate will boom after the war. Many people investing in Dubai. Yeah, it seems like it's a safe place to live, right? I don't know how easily I could get a license over there, though. That would be a different story, right? I also have a little hobby farm here, guys. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the... So we got 66% of the people saying it's going to go higher, 17% lower, and 17% don't know. So mostly everybody is saying higher. 41 votes. So thanks for doing that, answering the poll there, everybody. Appreciate that. And we did invert this this one fair value gap here, didn't we? Yes, we did. So that we got an inverted fair value gap there. Right there. So we'll label this guy yellow. So now we have a bullish and an inverted fair value gap here lining up, which you know, could be a good potential long time. I'm a little worried though that this could be a lower high, right? That's always going to be the potential risk. Is that this is the end of the push up, and then we end up pulling back again. So, oh, the poll wasn't clear to you. That's why I selected I don't know. Okay, yeah, no worries. I was at the moment. We were a little bit lower here, around the 200 and something area when I said the post. I was just wondering what people's thoughts were, as if we're going to be heading higher, like maybe back to the you know, to these highs, or if we're going to head lower. And it just seems like the majority of the people think we're going to go higher. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, right? We could have sort of a head and shoulders forming here. So we'll have to watch here how we get a reaction at value area high, right? If we end up getting a closure above value area high, that's going to be a bullish sign for sure, right? You think if we lose 238, we go higher? Yeah, I mean, I would hope for a closure, like a candle closure, not just a wick, right, above there. And I could definitely be on board with that. But again, even if we you know, go a little bit higher and not substantially higher than this high, that could still be at the other shoulder, right? And so far, this bearish fair value gap is holding. But whenever we're stuck in this type of situation where we have, you know, opposite direction fair value gaps, it is a little concerning, right? Because you're kind of getting mixed signals. Well, hey, thanks for being honest, though, Sam. If you didn't understand the question, then that's definitely the right answer, right? So if we go back to the 5-minute chart here, we are kind of flagging out a bit on the 5. Sort of forming a little bit of a bull flag here. Ooh, that kind of looks good. Exactly, mixing singles still in the little range area, pushing higher. Yeah, mixed signals. Yeah, That is not a normal chart. Like what I'm looking at, or the price action, you mean? The price action? Definitely got mixed signals right now. Pushed up, pulled back, and now we're just going sideways right in this middle of this price here. 240 to 307, your interest? Yeah, the price action is pretty rough right now. I mean, in hindsight, like any short along this whole area, like if you just waited 10 minutes in a short position, you would have been just laughing, right? But yeah, it's not very nice when we get, obviously, we had this big move earlier, then we sort of like did the slow grind up here and then popped one more time. That's kind of, I guess, the point where we got to think, well, maybe this move is sort of finishing. And then, of course, pulled all the way back down to the point of control, found support at the overnight VWAP, and bounced up here. So this is really the safest trade of the day so far, I would say, this pullback to the VWAP. Anyone, if you would have taken that trade, you would have been up like 85 points at the high here. Depends, right? So if I'm watching, I will go down to the 3 or the 2 sometimes. So like, for example, if there's no fair value gaps on the 5-minute chart, like if we weren't showing any of these fair value gaps, I would just go down one more level, right? So we are getting a pullback into the inverted fair value gap / bullish fair value gap here. We did hold it here a couple times now. We also retested the bottom of that channel. You took it short, and the good thing was that it hit my TP 150. Oh, nice. Yeah, good job. So you had a TP set, which would be awesome, because if you didn't have a TP set, it'd be pretty hard to get out in this area with the way that wick just bounced straight up. And quite often, guys, if I'm in a trade, I might go down to the 2-minute chart to manage, right? Because if you were to put your stop below the low of the 2-minute candle, you can keep sort of climbing up, right? But I just find it easier to slow down a bit when you stick with a little bit of a higher time frame, right? Like the 5-minute chart or so. Whoa, 74 people in YouTube. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, it was only like 3 seconds, right? Your trade was for 3 seconds, or the wick was 3 seconds? Right? So let's see. We have, how many was that? 75 people in YouTube. Hey, thanks, everybody. And looks like we've climbed up the subscribers. We're at 778 subscribers and 41 likes on the channel. Thank you. Just slowly trying to grind our way up to 1,000 subscribers here. I think that will be a nice turning point for the channel. Maybe we can pick up some more momentum. For a while there, I was getting about 30-ish subscribers a day on these evening streams. And it's slowed down a bit to, like 10, 15. I'm not going to complain. But yeah, so appreciate anyone who did hit that subscribe button. You guys rock. And obviously to some of the more long-term viewers also, need your guys' support. You don't have any more mental capital for a while to start evals. I just can't handle this action anymore. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, and if you're feeling that way, maybe, it's not a bad idea to just take a day or two off, right? Just step away, clear your mind, and, rebuild that mental capital, maybe go out, touch some grass, get into a hike, or some nature appreciation, and then reset. Get out golfing like I did today. Oh, geez. You know what, guys? I got to go check on the chickens. We have like an automatic door for the coop. If you didn't know, I have about 38 chickens now. I think we lost a couple recently, but have about 38 chickens out there. I just got to go make sure that they didn't get locked out of the coop, because I have a timer set for the door to close, and it just like automatically closes. And sometimes the silly birds are still out foraging and they can't get back in. So is it bouncing? If yes, what range it will? I would be waiting for a breakout here, potentially for long, for some confirmation on the bulls. But my Lucid accounts, I only have one account right now, and it's funded, so it's brand new. It's untouched so far. I just passed the eval there a couple days ago. As you can see right here, this is my Lucid funded flex. It's a brand new 50K account, so I don't really have anything to show you right now. Oil in a 30-minute channel, half hour. So NQ going down, must go down. Yeah, I mean, you might be right. Life is good for sure. I don't see, we'll have to see what happens with gold if we're oil, if we're gonna get a pump either way. But NQ is probably gonna do the opposite. Yeah, I've been taking trades in my TPT evals tonight. Yeah, I'm trying to grind through a couple TPT evals. But yeah, I'll be right back in a sec. I just got to make sure that those chickens are in the coop. I put out 4 dozen eggs out front of the house today, and I was gone for like 2.5 hours. I came back, they're all gone. So needless to say, the neighbors love the eggs. Oh, I'm back, and it looks like we missed the breakout here. Chickens were all in the coop, so we're good to go there. Well, NQ kind of broke out there, but oil didn't really do anything. So I'm wondering if we're going to get a bigger move here soon. Getting above value area high here again. Still can go up. Yeah, I think so too. Especially now that we're above value area high. Back to price discovery. The order, we're up at 250 here. But do be aware that we could always come back to retest the breakout area here. Bull flag work. Patrick Whelan style bull flag right there. PW. Price is slowly grinding up here higher. So again, this inverted fair value gap, these pullbacks here into the fair value gap, definitely good entries. It's too bad I was slack in there. Who hasn't watched Patrick Whelan before? Right? I definitely went through my YouTube, streams over time. So we're still in this 15-minute fair value gap here. We got 4 minutes and 30 seconds on this candle to close. This is a pretty important level. Yeah, D money's good. Yeah, I like D money. Who doesn't like D money? Find a little resistance there at the overnight or the value area high. This is going to be a pretty key level here. Oil's popping up here a bit. Not popping up now. So 2 minutes into a 5-minute candle of a new 5-minute candle here. Only a few minutes left on this 15-minute candle, and we're pumping here. Nice 10-point pass right through the value area high. Oh, guys, what are we doing here? What oil set do you track? And if so, what's your ticker symbol? Yeah, so I track MCLK 2026 on TradingView. MCLK 2026. I think it's just crude oil, right? You're welcome. Wow, guys. I don't know what's going on with X, but we have 50 people watching in X right now. It's crazy. And not a single comment. Not a single comment. Yeah, we're all hyped to trade futures. It is it's Sunday, right? It's Sunday and everyone's been waiting. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate that. Looks like everybody's sleeping. Desi trading 1 2 3. Welcome, buddy. Welcome. Yeah, it's fun to hang out. I'm just not the best trader in the world, right? So that's probably why I don't have that many subscribers. I'm okay with it. We're all on this sort of learning journey together. I've been consistently trading this same strategy now, for basically the last year. I haven't really changed it. It's been relatively successful. Now, if I can just do what everybody else is trying to do, is get away from the tilt days, right? Don't have those blow up days. If you can just kind of figure out how to do that, that's really where where life gets better, right? In trading. Because, you work 2-3 weeks, 2 weeks straight, all green, and then you have one blow up day and you're just set back, right? So I think it's about community. You're creating community. Trading can be lonely. Yeah, for sure, Sean. It was lonely for me at first, for sure. And actually getting on YouTube made me a better trader, because now that I have people that are watching, and so I'm more transparent, and I'm more held accountable for my trades, that I've actually started trading a lot less. I trade better setups. So Jay's in the house. What's up? Haven't seen you in a minute, bro. How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, look at, it's not dinner, but I got some snacks here. It's these potato fry thingies. So I got some food to show off to Jay. So we invert that other fair value gap now? Yeah, we did. So we did invert that other fair value gap, just barely. Just barely. So I don't even know if I would count that, to be honest. And that next candle opened up above too, so. So value area high here is going to be a bit of a line in the sand. 24,247 area. I would say for a potential, if we're going to get some continuation, it'd be ideal if we could hold the value area high. No guarantee, obviously. And we're getting a deeper pullback here, a couple points below value area high. Not really out of the woods just yet. So I hope this isn't going to be a lower high here. I mean, we've been due for a little bit of a pullback. Let's go to the 5 here. Yeah, we might end up coming back down to retest this 231 level, 230 level. Shit. You know what, dude? I don't really have an answer for you. You know, like we're basically in the middle of all this huge move, so it's kind of a coin flip at the moment. I mean, other than the fact that we've been bullish now for, you know, quite some time, since like a little over an hour and a half now. Yeah, you might just tweet in the overnight. We gotta be careful. Yeah, for sure. I totally agree. And that would just send the price one way or the other. We don't really know. Depends on what he opens his mouth to say. Looks like the bulls are here for now. $245 entry, 307 TP. Okay, I did get in along here, guys. Let me get it switched over because this is MNQ. I did buy along there on the pullback into that the value area there. I put my stop a little bit into the money, 248 here. Hopefully we get a little continuation here. I did put an order there up at 267. Might end up stopping me out here though. What? I should have actually put my stop into profit there. I feel like if I put it in there now, it might just get stopped out on this little pullback here. But I think I'm going to do it there. I'm just going to go break even here. Let's see, make sure we at least don't lose any money if this decides to go lower here. Because we are at a bit of a sort of a turning point, potential turning point. Yeah, it looks like it's going to stop out there. All right, we got stopped out. Was hoping for a little bit more momentum. I mean, we might still get it. So that was basically a break-even trade there. Again, like I'm saying here, I'm not really that confident in a direction, so I'm going to be pretty tight on these trades. So yeah, if I would have been in MNQ, I probably wouldn't be so worried to hold. There we go. Getting the rest of that move now. Oh well, what can you do? Can't catch them all. Looking like I basically had my TP up here at previous day high, and it shook me out. Damn. You're in ES long. Could we see a retest of the high from earlier? That would be nice, hey? Let's take a look at your ES contracts here on the book. So ES looks pretty clean. All the orders pretty much above here. 35, 45, 50, 65, 75, 80. So you got a ton of orders above on ES. What about what's YM looking like right now? YM's looking pretty strong too. Looking very much like NQ and ES here. Gold's kind of, or oil's kind of playing around right now, not doing a whole lot. So we have some orders at 280 and 300 on NQ. UK is off today? What do you mean UK is off today? Like no London session, you mean? What level of bookmap subscription do you have? It looks like resistance at that price level. Which one were you looking at? The NQ? Yeah, you know, quite often price is going to get rejected just below price and then bounce higher. But top of the hour coming. Thanks for the heads up there. We got 6 minutes to that. Tony in the chat saying what's up. Scott T Money. Yeah, so I mean, they can be resistance sometimes. Sometimes we're gonna trade into them and then bounce back and then have to like sort of build up some momentum to trade back into them. And then other times they'll just like blow right through those contracts, right? So the only time that I've really seen orders become like resistance is when there's like, you know, 500 or 600 on one level. Before, on a couple occasions where I don't see that very often, but on a couple occasions I've like used that as like a wall to put my stop on the other side, and it's worked. I've only seen it twice, and I've only done it traded like that twice, and it seemed to have worked both times. So might be something to that, but it's not a guarantee, right? Because I've also seen it go through, you know, like 200 orders at 65, 200 orders at 68, 200 orders at 70, and it just blows right through it. So here we go. Let's get a little different song going. Still got 113 people in the channel, 52 people in X, 61 in YouTube. Thank you, guys. How's the subscriber? Did we get any more? Nice, 80, 780, and 46 likes. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 in like the next couple weeks. That would be sweet. And I'm thinking about putting together a small little like swag store. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but this might be something I'll be putting in this potentially in the store. See, we got a big green candle, and it's, oh geez, it's a really big candle, and it goes up, and then it's like boner candle. So it's actually an apron to go along with the whole butcher theme. Right, so you can get your wives to order you up a boner candle apron for when you're in the kitchen. So yeah, I was thinking about putting together a little, you know, a little more a small store together with a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I created that one, but I have to give a shout out to Randy Baines, a good friend of mine. He's the one that that sort of like started saying boner candle. Oh, we're gonna get a boner candle, and then it happened. So that's where I got the term from. I actually made 2 of those aprons. I gave one to him. I dropped it off at his door one day. Yeah, thanks, Sam. A hat? Yeah, I was thinking about sort of getting like a hat, apron, maybe like a t-shirt, sweater kind of idea. And then I was also thinking like a coffee cup, because I like coffee cups. Check out my like Tim Hortons bear cup. Just drinking my tea. I don't know what's going on here, guys, but oil is bouncing really good, and NQ isn't really doing anything at the moment. So I don't know if we're gonna do for a bigger move to come here. So let's be careful right now, guys. We do have the new hourly candle here in 2 minutes. So are they just gonna pump up the oil a little bit and then slap it back down and head lower? Hard to say. What do you guys think? So we got about a minute and a half here. No, a little bit over a minute till we got the hourly candle coming. So let's take a quick look at the hourly candles here. So we got some pretty nice hourly candles there. Popped up sort of an indecision candle, a big pump higher, a hold here on this hourly candle, and then we get a nice closure here. So I could see us putting in another green candle here, like, right? I don't know what you guys think, but I could definitely see us printing another green candle up here. Trump just tweeted, but it has nothing to do with the war. Gotcha. He did a truth post. What is gold going bananas right now? Golden bananas? Wow. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I'm staying away from gold. I've just damaged my accounts too easily in gold. You go with 1 micro and it can be pretty painful. And I'm just not loving the price action right now. Looks like our clean moves are already done here. Although, we are grinding up here, kind of like we did, in this area. And now we're kind of doing it again, pushing up here. Sort of rolling over though, right? So again, like I was saying earlier, this value area high is a pretty key level to hold for the bulls anyways. So let's see how the hourly candle forms here, the new hourly candle. Not getting a whole lot of movement just yet. Oh, you got him on alert on True Social all the time? Nice. I've never signed up, but somebody else, I forget who now, have a bad memory. It was Jerry. I think Jerry signed up for True Social just for that exact reason. General sentiment seems bullish on ceasefire. Hourly looks nice except for the wicks. Yeah. The good thing that I like about that other hourly candle is, our last hourly candle had a really nice bullish wick here, right? Like although we went all the way down, we brought it all the way back up, right? So I kind of like that. But we are forming this new 1 hour. Now, if we get above 24,261, there's a good chance we're going to be pushing higher here, right? Not financial advice, but yeah, I know, right? Exactly. He has pushed the point, the contracts really far, really fast. Man, in hindsight, I just wish I took a short anywhere in here. But, you know, after this, you know, this much bullish momentum, it's hard to, you know, to flip the bias to bearish. But anywhere in this area of a short would have been just beautiful. Could have got some nice profit out of a trade like that. So we're at 49 likes. Do you think we can get one more like out of you guys? Get us to 50, please. Butcher, what is the one thing you still trying to work on in your trading journey for improving? Again, just appreciate the feedback. You know, the biggest thing is just like learning to accept the losing day. I think that's probably one of the hardest things for most people. And even I get stuck in those sometimes. Sometimes I'm okay. I can just take a loss and walk away. And then on some occasion, maybe, you know, I'm feeling frustrated for things outside of the chart or something else. And I just can't seem to walk away. So that's where, you know, some of those built-in measures that you can put into the platforms like max daily loss limits and, you know, locking yourself out is a good thing to do, right? Just getting away from the chart when you do feel those ways, you know, it's definitely something you need to learn on. So if you do have those tilting days where you overtrade, or, you know, maybe you try to up the size to get back your previous losing trade, something like that, really look at your, you know, your mental capital situation. Like, how do I feel? Did I sleep well? Did I eat well? Are there external things in my life that are causing me stress? You know, maybe money's tight at the time, and, you know, that's going to make you make poor decisions on your trades, you know, because you really have to trade like without caring so much about the money, right? If you can try to detach from that. So mine is over trading. At times I get hijacked by price action. Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same thing I'm talking about, right? So you end up sort of going on tilt because of whatever reason. Hey, Angia, what's up? How's it going? Good morning to you, Miss Angia. God bless you, GBU. Hopefully you had a good sleep. So it's going to be interesting to see when the market opens tomorrow, guys, how price is going to respond to, you know, when all the big players are back in the game, right? So you're so spot on. Trading when you need money can put too much pressure on you. Yeah. I find that the most successful trades and days are kind of like when you don't really care, right? Not to say that you don't care, you're gonna let the account blow, right? But you're gonna, like, you know, you're not so focused on, well, I need to make money, right? You just trade the setup, let it play out, and try not to micromanage it. But that's easier said than done, right? So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. My name is David, right? David. But a lot of people just call me Butcher, so it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to say, it's all good. It's a little easier for you to just type out Dave. It's only 4 letters, and that's fine by me also. So if anybody is wondering, I got the nickname Butcher from back in my kickboxing days. So I used to kickbox, what I would say semi-professionally, because although I was fighting as an amateur, I was making money at the same time. So you know, I was getting paid for ticket sales and and sort of little bonuses and stuff for fighting. And that's how my kickboxing coach gave me the nickname Butcher, because I was knocking a lot of people out early on in my career. So and I just stuck with it. The name really stuck. And then when I was like thinking about creating a YouTube channel, I was like, Butcher and market, and I just thought it'd be a pretty sweet little way to tie in the nickname to trading futures. So 111 people watching right now. Wow. Oh my lord. Oh my Lanta. Hey, we're over 52 likes. Thanks, guys. And we got 780 subscribers. So it looks like we got about 6 subscribers today. Appreciate that. Yeah, I watched MMA. Lewis. The business lens. Sorry, I do not have any accounts to give away. I'm fresh out, unfortunately. I am pretty close on my Lucid next sort of like target. As you sort of hit affiliate targets, they give you free accounts. So far I've given away 6 accounts that I was given to by Lucid, which is all thanks to you guys. That's why I gave them all away. So I've got 6 total that I gave away here. And I'm about 285 more affiliate sales sort of commission to collect before I hit my sort of like next tier. And I don't know exactly what I get. It says unlock the ability to request coupons on demand. So I'm not really sure what that means, but I'm hoping I'm going to get some more accounts. And then also, if we can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to reach back out to Top 1 Futures and see if they can hook me up with some more accounts. I did get 3 accounts from them for getting to 600 subscribers, and I've given all those away already. So I got that Lucid crate drop today. Felt like a video game. I know, right, Tony? I opened that up today too. It was like, oh my lord, what am I gonna get here? I think everybody kind of got the same thing, right? A discount, increased discount amount. But I'm just curious here. So where is that? I'm gonna go back to the trader dashboard, the vault. So this says 40% off your first 5 orders and 30% on 6 plus. So I'm just curious to see if the discount is the same. So currently 40% off Lucid loot case. Let's see if my discount code changes that, or I gotta. It won't let me remove it. Okay, so I guess the only way that I can get support through this time, if you guys are going to use it, is by using my link to go there. And even if you use my link and then use their discount code, I should get some credit from that. So if you see the little barcode in the top right corner of the screen there, if you use your phone and go through that, you should still get the 40% discount from the Vault promo. And I think I'll still get credit for the affiliate sale. So I got the Everybody Else Award, 40% off. Yeah, everybody got that, seems like, right? Pretty disappointing. Yeah, a free account would have been nice. Yeah, they should have. I mean, I wonder if some people did get that, right? I wonder. Let's see here. Where's my link? Here we go. I can also hook you guys up with this link in the chat. If you do go that route, I think I would still also get a commission, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to get any commission for a while people go through this, using the loot drop discount code. Sam, I can't really say, right? I'm more of a wait to see what kind of. I try not to build too much of a bias ahead of time. I like to keep more of an open mind on to what I think price is going to do. But I mean, if this trend continues, I mean, I would lean bullish, right? But again, anything can happen between now and then. So just ain't right. Kay, have a good night. Safe trading and peace. Have a good sleep. See you tomorrow, or see you Tuesday night, or Tuesday morning, or Tuesday night. You're bearish? Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to kind of like feel bearish, but just don't be too hard on it, right? Don't be like really solid on that, right? Because I feel like your bias, you should have a general bias, right? And sort of look at the 15-minute or the 30-minute and kind of like see the overall trend that we're getting into when we get towards the opening price, right? But I wouldn't stick too firm on one bias. That's my opinion. And that's just how I like to trade, because as we know, anything can happen, especially in the New York Open, right? Hey, cars at 1800 now. Nice. Good job. You did a really good job at losing the money back down. Hey. Too bad it wasn't a funded account with no consistency, right? Because that would have been savage. Yeah, if you had the Lucid Flex account, oh man, and you could just lock in 17K. Oh man, you're set for payouts for like, as long as you can just do 5 days in a row with $150. Like, that's all you got to shoot for. 5 days, $150. You have so much, drawdown. You can just keep doing max payouts over and over and over just by doing 5 days, $150. Since I made tonight over 3,500 in short positions. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, good trading though, Sam. And we'll have to see how it looks in the morning, right? I can't really say it. I'm not a. I can't see the future, unfortunately. I wish I could. Oh, you're on E-minis. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, this is a huge move. What type of account did you do that? MGC's going wild right now or what? Whoa. Very nice. When I saw it last time, I think it was like right at the 200 EMA, and now we're up what? I mean, this is a sign that, you know, the war usually makes. Is this a sign that there's going to be more war or what? Because quite often gold goes up when we have wars, right? So is the war going to intensify? If that's the case, then I definitely would be leaning bearish, like Sam is talking about. Pretty beautiful move. Oh, you got cash accounts with Interactive Brokers and Robinhood. Nice job. So, hey, it's all your money in the pocket. Take that payout. No, I don't know if you take money out of your accounts, but that's awesome. Good for you. Yeah, right. Like typically in the past, when there's been wars, gold usually skyrockets because it's, you know, it's a nice store of value. It's a kind of a way to de-risk off of the, you know, the indices and whatnot. So. So we did get to previous day high. I wish I just, you know, held that trade earlier. What level was that? I had 267. Yeah, I had my order at 267. Been holding pretty strong at 112 viewers right now. We got like 52 in X now. That number just keeps going up, and 59 in YouTube. Thanks, guys. 781 subscribers and 53 likes. Woo! Actually not taking it out because they pay 3.5 on non-invested balance. Oh, that's pretty good. Lucid Direct gives payout in a crypto wallet. Lucid uses Workmart for their payouts. Work Market, sorry. So whether or not you can get a crypto payout from there, you might be able to. But I'm not sure. I have mine set up to my my limited corporation, like to my corporation, my trading corporation. So that's one thing I did right at the end of the start of this year is I started a trading corporation. Yeah, viewership is bullish. Luis Enrique, thank you. Totally bullish. You hate work market because then you have to fill taxes. Yeah. I don't know any. Even if you get paid out crypto, you don't have to fill taxes at all. Getting a little bit of a pullback here, right back to value area high on NQ, and then found some support there. She's ready to go down below 253 close. Yeah, okay, I can see that. That's kind of in the value area high level. If you take crypto and sell it through peer-to-peer vendors and sell crypto to him and get bans. Okay, yeah. I don't know of any non KYC accounts anymore. Canada's pretty strict on that, so maybe you have a different situation over there. But unless, well, I guess if you want to sell it to your buddy that's going to give you cash, that might work, right? What did you say? Sorry, if it goes below 253, you'll think it'll go to 207. You're already short at 265. Nice. That's a nice short, right at previous day high. 10 points in profit currently. I wonder if this inverted fair value gap is going to hold again here or not. You have lots of vendors that take crypto and give cash, but it's illegal? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, don't get caught doing that kind of stuff. Oh, but you didn't take the 10 points? That's all good. I mean, it's going up here. It's going up. Oh, you're short. Never mind. That's not good. Yeah, it's just, I don't really have an opinion on what direction we're going to go right now. We're like right in the middle of the range here, almost. Like if we just look at the entire move here, right? Let's just go from top to bottom because it's a little bit easier. Like we're barely out of the very middle of this move, right? And if you consider it this way, we're actually right in the middle of this move. So it's kind of, it's sort of a 50-50 situation, right? Like, although we are looking bullish, right? So I would definitely be leaning more bullish currently. But, this could easily be sort of the 50% retracement before we end up rolling over. So I'm just staying flat here just because, like, I don't, I don't have any clear reads currently. We could think about just sort of setting up trend line or something here, but then again, do we want to trust that? I don't know. You're targeting to average it at 24,330 if it moves against you. $330. Oh, way up here. So if it goes up here, you're gonna add to your short. Gotcha. Playing around with previous day high here. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm just not getting a clean read off the market at the moment, so I'm a little reluctant to take trades. And being flat is a position, right? It's if you're not sure, you don't need to take a trade. Hey, 57 people in YouTube, 52 in X. Welcome to anybody who is new. Definitely would appreciate a click on that subscribe button and a like on the stream if you feel up to it. No pressure either way. We do have orders up at 24,300, 320, and 325 above. So if we can get a little bit of momentum, it'd be good. You'll add another position to take a break-even range at 24,290 or something. Yeah. Because if you're 65 to 330. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Hey, Car, thank you. Appreciate that. Supporting in the chat there. And if you guys don't know, Car was very, very generous. A couple days or last week, one night, just sending so many super chats. I don't know if Car was drinking, but he was being super nice that night. super generous. I kept saying, you don't have to donate. It's awesome. I appreciate it, but like, stop. And then there's another one and another one. It's like, geez, Car must be a baller. And then today he makes 17 grand in one of his accounts by accident. Blowing the consistency out. Yeah. I was here that night and it was raining bills. I know, right? And then another guy, Danny B, tipped $50. And he never talked in the chat and he never said anything after either. So he just flipped me 50 bones. Just for no reason, Just I guess he liked the stream. Yeah, that was a fun night. I had to give away I only had 2 Lucid accounts left, and I gave away them both that night because it was just such a good stream with all the support and all the activity in the chat and everything. So I'm like, I gotta do it. Okay, well, oil's pumping up here a bit. NQ's starting to drop. Watch for the close on the 5-minute. 253, yeah. You're on cocaine and ecstasy pills and trading. You're crazy. You're a man animal. You're a manimal. So then you woke up the next day and looked at your credit card bill and you're like, what the F happened last night? Hey, thanks, Sam. I appreciate it. I'm enjoying too. So the feeling is mutual, and it's all because of you guys, because all the interactions in the chat and everything. Although I keep pretty distracted chatting with you guys, I end up missing some trades, but it's worth it. It's all good. I feel pretty blessed by the support from the chat and everybody, and the Discord has been growing too pretty nicely. So you're copy trading 5 accounts right now, Car? Because it shows your account shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at once. You're a savage, man. Savage animal, man. You said, well, I spent it on a fellow trader, so that's okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sam said, even though it will push back, but 25 points is enough. Did you close that trade there? You were in at 65, 42. or 68 were you in? Yeah, you're in like 67, 68, right? Gold or oil's looking like it's trying to break out though here. You closed it? Nice. 207 for a possible TP. We still have orders above at 300 and 320. And not really much to say of below. Just some close orders, 37, 35 here, 33, 30, 25. So some orders pretty close, but the majority of the larger orders are up at 300, 325, 320. We'll take short again. We do have a bullish fair value gap right here at 24,236, and we're also in that inverted fair value gap. So for the shorts, if we do get a closure sort of below, 29, 28, that'd be pretty nice. It'd be pretty nice for the bears. Be nice for the bears. Yeah, the Discord has been growing pretty nice also, guys. What do we have? 91 people in Discord now. It's been a slow grind also, but it's going pretty good in my opinion. Hey, I see you guys are spamming some emojis in the chat right now. Thanks, guys. It's impressions. YouTube tracks impressions also, if you didn't know. So every time you guys do little clicks like that, YouTube likes that. So thank you. You'll take a short once it touches back 65. Trade that same trade again. Well, what time is it? 10:36 already, hey guys? Damn. 10:36 my time, which is 1:36 Eastern Standard Time. Lam Tao, it's bedtime? It's getting close to bedtime. Sam, you're still bearish? We do have these two inverted fair value gaps here. And two bullish fair value gaps. But we did break out down out of this channel. So Be interesting to see now if oil continues to bounce here, which it's looking like it's trying to at the moment. Pamela, just found you tonight and you got my subscribe. Great stream with good vibes. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. I appreciate the support. Thank you. And just so you guys know, I do stream Monday to Friday for Market Open. We only usually have about 6 to 10 viewers in the daytime session, but that's all good. I'm there with a good trader, Nick Jocelyn, also known as Mustang Trader, and we trade Monday to Friday, and then my more active for the chat and everybody is Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings. So and it's been awesome streaming these nighttime sessions. It's been so good, so enjoyable. Oil is dictating to me to be bearish. Yeah, it is currently looking a little bearish, right? Because the more oil pushes up, the more NQ is probably going to go lower, right? I agree, Sam. Lamtao says he is a great influencer. I wouldn't say that. I'm just I'm okay to hang out with, anyways. Hopefully we can reach 1,000 subscribers this month. Yeah, I hope so. Maybe in the next couple weeks, but yeah, by the end of the month, hopefully for sure. hopefully. Oh wow, we got 786 subscribers, guys. So we put on 10 subscribers today. Thanks for the support, Angia. I appreciate that. And Lam Thao and Pamela, you guys are all saying very nice things right now. Thank you. Just hopefully we don't get any Truth Social posts right now. That'd be annoying. It'll throw off the game. Yeah, but unfortunately last week oil and futures were not correlated. No? Yeah. But right now it seems like it's pretty correlated, hey? Yeah, looking like we're getting a bearish move here, guys. So far, yes, but let's see, because of left and right tweets, I was lost on what to do, right? Yeah, I don't think anyone knew what to do with that maniac. With the maniac. Well, fair value gaps aren't really holding today, guys. It seems like. I mean, we still have a little bit of time on these candles here, but this fair value gap's lining up with this, breakout trend line. So is this finally going to be the retest of that trend line, that breakout area? Well, let's switch up the tunes again here. Let's go. What do we got? Little Grand Theft Auto type music. I am now practicing not to stick to the market too much. I will only open the chart when London session opens. I usually start to trade at least 12 hours a day. I will reduce some trading time. Yeah, I don't know how you can stay active 12 hours a day. That's hard work. So good for you for putting in the time. That's for sure. But at some point, your cognitive value will be diminished, right? And it's going to be, might make some mistakes on your trades, right? So definitely taking breaks, getting away from the chart, not sticking around too long is a good thing. I know how it can be like when you're newer. Me also, it's like some days I could, I feel like I want to just sit in front of the charts all day. But then you kind of get sucked into some trades here and there that you shouldn't really be in, right? At least that's what I've found anyways. So let's see, we got some news coming out here. I don't know if it's really... Stocks rise on optimism over possible Iran ceasefire. Stocks climbed as investors cautiously returned to the stocks on optimism that the 6-week-old Middle East conflict could be curtailed. Following that, Iran is negotiating a truce. Crude oil saw its gains reversed. MSCI Asia Pacific Index increased 4%. Trump renewed his threats to target Iran's civil infrastructure, telling Axios that if Iran does not make a deal, he will blow up everything over there. Trump stated he will have a news conference on Monday, 1 p.m. local time. So 1 p.m. tomorrow, local time, and mentioned a deadline of Tuesday at 8 p.m., but did not provide any details. Gotcha. In other market developments, gold declined 0.6 to around 4,650 per ounce. Bullion has fallen by roughly 12% since conflict began in late February. Rising energy costs fueled inflation fears and decreased the likelihood of rate cuts. Huh. So that's some news. That's some news. Monday night double shifts. But I don't have the problems you said. I can just sit there all day and watch the chart and not doing a single trade. Oh, good for you. That's awesome. Well, oil's bouncing some more here, guys. And NQ's rolling over again. You're a full-time trader looking for good opportunities. Oil should get back to 115. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's trying to climb. And it did hit 115. So yeah, you're right. We could end up popping back up to that level, right? Well, there we go, guys. We're hitting lower. $200 will break. Yeah, I could see that happening. Are we going to get back into this channel here and play around? Maybe. Seems like oil's stalling out a little bit at the moment. Well, price is playing around on us here again, guys. Found support at that trend line, and then we're bouncing up here. Back into the point of control. Just kidding, no one knows. Yeah, of course no one knows. Oil's pulling back here now. Bouncing up to 225 here. We do have some orders down at 24,200. Some at 212. And then some at 300. What time do we got here? I do have to end the stream pretty soon, guys. It's getting pretty late here. Almost 11 p.m. here, and I got to be up for market open tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So that's 6:30 a.m. for me. So we're coming up on about 6.5 hours of sleep here. So yeah, I think this might be a good time to end it. So I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for being in the stream. It's been fun. Looks like we have 52 people on X still and 66 on YouTube. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm just going to do my usual little shout out here to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, Lilish, Sharpie, Car, Skeletor, Sam, Just Ain't Right, Tony L, Drew's 69 Malibu, Blackout News, Louise, Enrique, Rizzy, Jerry, Angia, Sean Reeves, Jay, Zach Lazarus, Tim Korth, Jeremy Booth, Rob Miller, The Hawk Flies, YouTube Paul, live trading, Facile Crypto, So, AJNK, Chris Lady, Scott T Money, Lam Thao, AG Trader, Split Striker, Space Pat, The Business, Futures Trader, Top Business, Pamela, Life is Good, Zabak, the middle something, Miss K911, The Global Sum, Raj Tis. Hey, I didn't see you write anything earlier. I must have missed your message. Sorry, Raj. Wayne J6, La Prince Fresco, Trading Game, Heavy D, Desi Trades, Sinister, Rebellious Dom, and Ranja. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys. See you guys tomorrow morning for Market Open, 9:30 a.m. East Coast. If you guys are around, we'll see you then. It's been a fun night hanging out with you guys. Hopefully you guys are green. Take it easy. This market is a little crazy. So, sheesh. Good night. See you later. See you tomorrow. All right, Czar. See you, bro. Good to see you. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much. And we'll see you either tomorrow morning or Tuesday morning or Tuesday night. We'll be back live for an evening stream. So thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you later. Peace out.